The YouTube streets has made over 100 videos on Wade Wilson, exposing his truth, blocking future donation money, and never forgetting about Christine, Melton, and Diane Ruiz. We interviewed a former Wade wife named Sarah, and she speaks her truth about Wade Wilson and why they separated. Okay, now that was months ago. Fast forward in time, Sarah's messages get released. Some of these messages contain graphic conversations. Let's revisit to our interview with Crazy Eye Sarah, unedited.
I'll just come out with it because I know it's gonna be brought up. But the whole reason, I guess, I had messaged Wade in the beginning. I know what it's like to be wrongly convicted or charged. I was never convicted. He was, but the whole mugshot that you guys saw was a wrongful charge that happened to me. You know, that he was set up and all this stuff, and I could relate to that. I'm an advocate for a nonprofit organization that actually advocates for a lot of people that have been wrongfully convicted in Kansas City. And yeah, after I found out, it's kind of like getting to know anybody that you would interact with, whether it be over Facebook or anything. After I found out who he was, and that was 5 days, I did not communicate with him again. So,
What's the reason
Mhm.
why you didn't? Why you had stopped talking to him? I know you sent me some pretty damn good
There
things
was
that
some,
happened.
yeah, some really dark, gross things were said to me over the phone and in emails, like the
Typical
smart
Wade,
inmate thing.
typical Wade
Yeah,
rhetoric.
yeah, and it was I had a lot of hate in the beginning when there was no other messages like the ones he had sent me until all of the messages Zav had started posting and him saying very similar things to other women about making all their holes bleed and drinking from it, and
Yeesh.
it was
Whoa, I remember that. Oh my
That's,
gosh.
that's right.
yeah, and it was I never really liked the way he sounded on the phone. So after hearing him on the phone say it, yeah, it was gross. But I could tell that there was some kind of background going on, like behind the scenes with him on the outside from the very beginning. Um, because of him introducing his Cash App and PayPal. But whoever had access to it was like in real time. That was what kind of freaked me out because I know a little bit about how the prison phones or the tablets work. And he doesn't have internet access. But when he sent me the request on Cash App, Cash App would bounce it out for scam reasons, is what it said. I have the screenshot, and I was like, why don't you try like $5 and you know, it won't bounce it out. I've never sent anything to you, and you're requesting this amount from me. And I was on the phone with him when I said this, and within minutes, I wouldn't even say minutes, within 30 seconds, someone had sent me a $5 request. Like I had told him, for example, $5 on Cash App.
So
Wow.
DVS, you think he had one of those burner phones in there? While he's on,
It's
this is Lee
possible.
County Jail, right, Sarah? This is still
Oh,
Lee County
yeah,
Jail.
yeah.
Well, it's possible. You never know, and he might have been smart enough to say, you know what, I'm not gonna let anybody know, or I'm just gonna use this as an extra tool. But yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible, or he had somebody that was on the phone.
I thought was maybe had a foreign language that they had spoke because he used the wrong tense and whatever his question was. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been forever since I've read these, but and it had a wink face, and I thought that was really weird for a guy to use. And it never really got um, weird until the very end. It was like business for him to discuss me going to Florida, being on his visitation list, and it's like, I live in Kansas City, and he totally disregards all of this. I found it more interesting, like all of the details behind the scenes that nobody really has talked about, I guess.
Oh yeah, we'll get
Like
into
the
that as
actual
well.
facts and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, that's more
Well, let's
interesting.
talk about the case too. So, do you believe in your whole heart that Wade Wilson is guilty or not guilty?
Oh, I believe he's guilty.
Oh,
the reason I had messaged Wade, it absolutely had everything to do with appearance at first, because yeah, that's how it
Thank you for being honest.
attracted my interest in, yeah, and the actual story that they were pitching behind him being set up. And oh, they didn't DNA test the underneath the car, and this doesn't make sense as to this time when he was seen. And they had put a lot of false narratives, or false facts is what I called it, in these TikToks
The
that
algorithm, yeah,
didn't
the
match
algorithm
what
was picking out
was
a lot of bullshit at this particular time. That
it
was actually
was.
Wade's social team that was actually mixing things up and making it seem like he wasn't this monster that he is.
Sarah says Zav Girl is putting out fake messages. Now we have an unseen email between Zav Girl and Sarah. Sarah says Zav has already had all their messages, and none of these were in there. But Zav Girl breaks down to Sarah that she is covering her name and she can prove this is her. It's getting sticky on the YouTube streets.
the YouTube streets. Spooky, hilarious.
Dangerous, scary.
We back with another one, man. New Age plug. You did it again. You already know what it is. We got DVS stuck in the system and Ronnie Blue Eyes. What up, guys?
Yeah, what up, what up, what up? Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know where it's at. YouTube streets and we back. DVS, what's good, my guy?
Can't call it, man. I'm not feeling too well, man. I feel under the weather, but I'm here.
Oh, no.
Catching a little
I
cold
hear
or
you,
whatever.
bro.
Weather's
Yeah,
Oh,
changing.
man.
yeah. I hope you feel better. You can hear it in my voice. I'm feeling the same way, but I think it's just like we were talking about previously. I think it's just a change in the weather. We'll get acclimated in no time.
Yeah, down here it's 90 degrees. We kind of started getting that hot weather. I think I felt how you guys are feeling a couple weeks ago, man. Oh,
We got 160-degree day. Motherfuckers thought it was back to the summer beach and shit. Everybody's outside in the tank top. And then it's back to the 30s and fucking I'm back in the leather. It's crazy.
Yep.
so we're back doing this Wade stuff. Phone calls for prison blessed us with 2 calls in one night.
That's
One of the
right.
calls
Back to
says,
back.
we'll start with this one first because this one seems like it's getting the more views at the other one because it's got a crazy title. But Jesse
Yeah, yeah.
says she's done with Wade Wilson's cheating. Now, DBS, you remember what was this? A couple weeks ago, we
Just
had
a few weeks
information.
ago, you
We told
said, hey, this
everybody.
is over.
So maybe
Wake
this
up.
has
But
something to
hey,
do. Maybe this is the,
bug, they didn't
you
want to
know?
hear you, though. They wasn't trying to hear us, though.
No, no. So now we're
Now we
at
going
it.
to
This
see.
might be the start of that. You never know. Or this could get crazy.
It definitely could. I'm looking forward to this.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Baby, you have me too nervous right now.
Oh my God, relax. No, please don't. I already
Okay, it
have.
started off with baby, so this is definitely it's still August 2024. These are a lot of calls on this month. Holy
Right. Shit is
crap.
still kosher and copacetic at this point, allegedly.
She was
Supposedly.
grinding hard. She was grinding, man. She knew that soon
Right.
come was gonna be him behind the
All
wall
my
and
life.
going to death row.
Grinding all
So
my life.
she knew that there was gonna be a window period of time where she had to get everything done so she could achieve her end goal, which
Yeah.
is
Like a
lead the
grace
way.
period, if you will. Right.
Yeah, no, she had her window periods and she knew
Yeah.
exactly what she was doing. She had a grind time during this time. She needed to
Oh,
go hard.
there's a start time and there's an end time. There's an end time, there's an out time, and it's about time. You know what I mean?
I'm nervous.
Yep,
Don't
yep.
don't be nervous.
No, it's okay, baby. It's okay. Take a deep breath. So, I just want to know what happened. I was just worried. Like, I know you're so smart, but like, clearly she knows what she's doing. I was just trying to use her manipulation tactics to like get
Dude,
to
she's
you. Like,
intense. Yeah. No, I just called her one time, man. And listen.
yeah.
She's. You're right. She is good. She's
Ew,
trying.
is that a loogie?
Right?
I was a lungi.
This nasty motherfucker. You know it's Salungi, right? And check it out. Who they talking about at this moment? I think I missed it. Or do we
Vivian,
know?
I'm not sure either. I was trying to catch on to that too,
All right,
Ronnie.
all right.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
he got more girls. This could be any of these newer ones. You know, you never
Right.
know. I don't
Let's
know.
pay attention. We're gonna see it play out. They'll say it in a way, roundabout way.
She knows what she's doing. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? As
What's
far
she
as
trying to
like,
say to you?
No, Jesse, what do you think?
Yeah,
what do you mean?
I
What do you
know.
think? So
Probably
I'm
trying to
just
push
saying
it on me too that I'm getting in your head.
a little bit, and of course you and just everybody, right? Just everything all together, right? But she's like, man, she is good. She's a hell of she's good. She's good at what she does because she was trying to obviously save face. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's the girl that was running the page. What's that girl's name? Alexandria
And Dawn.
and Dawn. Yeah, maybe
Right.
either or. Yeah.
Yeah. How about
She
Danielle?
said
You
that.
call her?
Dude, this dude's been
Yeah,
sucking
but listen,
possum's
she said
pee-pee. That's what he has in his throat right now.
Alexandra said, "Oh, that address is my parents. She got from her parents, but whatever. Whether or not that's true, I mean, maybe right? Maybe she did get it from her parents, but
I don't know.
well, I don't know either. But
Yeah.
we're fairly certain we know
And I always feel like Jesse's behind all this shit. So let's get that out the way, all right?
who she is, though, right? I mean, she's tried to deny it all, and she said she's a fourth-year med student. She hasn't completed yet, and then she tried to tell me everything she's been doing has been nothing but to try to help me. And she, you know what I'm saying? That
So hold up right quick. We got to pay attention, right? She said she was a med student.
Yeah, I was trying to say, she didn't say
Who
that?
was the right? Who was
No,
the
that's the
med
girl,
student?
the sugar baby.
Okay, was that
No,
no
listen, we
Dawn?
watched her. Remember that video we watched the other night? This is who they're talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
I
with
can't
the
nail the name
language
right
barrier?
now, but
Yeah. Alexandra. It's Alexandra.
Alexandria.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's who Dawn gave Alexandra's name when she was playing that Amanda Alyssa game, and then she eventually just folded and said it's Alexandria. Right. All right. We on the same page now.
I don't know, and honestly, like you're right, Jesse. When she said these things, I mean, it is kind of hard to swallow because I'm like, damn, she has what I thought was trying to help me at least, and I mean, it seemed like it, but if we are right about what we're saying, I mean, and then she's trying to save face, I don't know, man. It's so difficult to.
And mind you, I told you that girl sounds like she's in a circle. She does.
Yeah.
There's times where her accent breaks, and it almost sounds like it could be Jesse or Vivian, not Vivian, Ari. So, and
Right.
they're all connected somewhere.
Ari, definitely something's going on. But bro, I just realized one thing: we've come a long way because this dude's talking about it's hard to swallow, and not one of us cracked a joke, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
To take. I mean, but I feel that we're right. I mean, I don't see how we're not. I mean, I don't see how we could be.
How you've had three different people who don't know each other, right? Isn't it three?
Excuse me?
Haven't you
Yeah.
had like three different
Ooh,
people who
he
don't
didn't
know
like
each other
that
who have said the same shit
insinuation.
about Alexandra?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Run that back. Hold up. Excuse me?
But it
Demeanor.
also goes into what he's thinking, because I know deep down he's thinking that she's the one setting all that shit up.
Right. His whole demeanor changed right there.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know these three people, which you kind of do, bitch. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm just, going
He's
into
putting the feelers out there, right? You're quoting as if you were in the mind of this wicked Wade Wilson,
absolutely.
right?
Thank you, Ronnie.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. So
that's what it's like. That's what it's like. Military woman doesn't know Dawn. And then I thought there was one more person for some reason. I don't know why. But like these people don't know each other and they're saying the same shit. Like it can't be coincidental.
Dude, I don't want to.
That's what we've been saying, Ronnie.
Yeah. That's crazy,
second
bro.
guess myself. I mean, I'm assuming I think we're right.
With this fucking piss of shit, bro.
He in there choking on the dick, taking a piss. He's fucking so
Sorry,
disrespectful.
I'm sorry, what
Disgusting.
you I do. Love it.
I just stirred up this oatmeal, dude, and I'm about to chug this oatmeal. Dude, it's so full. My whole plastic cup's full of oatmeal. I put 4 packs in there. I think it's going to be a lot to drink. But
well, fucking eat your food. Eat your fucking
eat my
food.
food.
Drink
Do I
your
need to eat
food,
the food?
Drink your food.
Yeah, I think I'm going to drink it. Yeah, I'm going to drink the food.
Drink your fucking food, I swear to God.
Hey, listen, hold on. So the weird thing is, like, I left Daniela and Alexandra on my texting thing. I have not responded, just before you freak out on me. I was only doing it to see how they rebutted, right, after the situation. So I was interested in that. I'm always into being interested. So
yeah, I need to tell you something though. Valerie said that Daniela has screenshotted your conversations because she sent them to her, including sexual items. And I swear to God, Wade, I love you more than anything. I told you I'm going to love you until the day I die. There's nothing that's going to change it. I promise to love you unconditionally. But if I find out one more fucking time that you are...
Ooh. She's getting a little catty.
Yo, she's getting real demonic on him.
But she's in character, though. It actually,
right.
she is in perfect timing of character for what she's dealing with right now. This is fucking A plus, bro.
This is like cheating at this point. I'm fucking done with it, okay? I'm not trying to bring any more. I'll love you unconditionally until the day I die, but if I can find out about one more person, I swear to God, I'm not fucking lying.
Okay.
Okay? That's all I want to say about it. Anyway, but we need to be prepared if they post your conversations online. I just want to give you a heads up.
It's crazy, right? Hold up. Where they draw the line at, right? The type of stuff these females put up with, the countless amounts of other women and the bullshit and the perverted phone calls and the money and never mind what he's accused of. But it's funny where they try to draw the line in the sand at. That shit always amuses me. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. And this is bullshit anyways, Ronnie. She
of course.
She honestly doesn't care, bro. This is just to push pressure and give and take. That whole
I ain't believing a damn thing they say, when it comes to that manipulation shit.
But it is keeping him in line. The way she's dealing with him on these highs and lows and these outbursts of emotions on certain things, it's actually it's feeding the con even more. She's like a predator.
Right. Well, I know we said this in the past many times, but we haven't said it recently, and maybe we haven't said it enough, but it's like, the manipulation is real, and shit, I had a complete mind blank right there.
No worries, bro. It'll come back to you. Don't worry. I'm gonna pop this thing back on. Don't worry. It'll come back, and I got you.
I just want to tell you what Alexandra just texted me. Maybe 15 minutes. 15 minutes ago. Just look at this.
You're good.
So apparently, I see that Dawn made up that thing. She just messaged me. I thought it was Jesse. Thought you knew by now.
Hold on, my guy. I got it.
Or to get pics of me and see how I look.
The distractions. So you used to bring this up a lot. We've brought this up a lot in the past. The distractions are real. And even though we brought them up, we kind of brushed over it. They're still occurring in every which way. So keep them looking one way, keep them focused on one thing while they're coming at another angle. I think we've seen this play out a few times. And this is what I start to think of when I see and hear stuff like this. The distractions are real. You know what I mean? Thank you.
No, yeah, I agree. I agree with you 100%, man, because she's very good at what she does.
Look like and everything. She's crazy and even crazier for believing her. Sorry, but this is the only truth. I will not come along and speak about my life, but I have a past of video chatting and bitching. My sugar was the one who got me out of that life. Oh, I think bitching means prostitution. Do you hear me? Video chatting and bitching. Bitching is like selling yourself.
Listen. So she was tricking, and she about to tell that exactly who allegedly, supposedly got her out that lifestyle, right? So he's gonna say, you'll hear her say it. I'll let her call it. You'll hear him.
She said, my sugar was the one who got me out of that life and
sugar daddy, sugar mama. You know what I'm saying? So what she's speaking on, I was out there tricking, catching tricks. I was out allegedly. This is what I'm thinking. I was out there hoeing and proing. You know how it go. But my sugar daddy, my daddy got me sugar. You know what I mean? Sugar, honey, getting that money.
I want to speak about it.
Yeah, no, all right. That makes sense.
Feels so bad that I'm forced to speak about it just because people make up stories. I've been through some trauma in my past because of all this that I've been through, and you just made me remember all that. That's what she said to me. And then she said,
she's trying to guilt you. She's trying.
Talk about it, Jesse. Give game. She's.
She cold with it. Jesse cold with it.
I'm gonna fucking guilt you with this shit. We've all had fucking trauma in our past. Don't
you would swear, you would swear Jesse was from Boston or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, she's a New York gal.
She got some New York in her or some shit.
She does. She's definitely got some.
Keep it funky sometimes. She gets straight to it.
Northeastern. She's got some Northeastern.
Then she said, this past of mine, only my close friends know about it, and now you. I ran away from people 12 years ago because they didn't want to let me go. They threatened my family if I don't go back to them. I was close to be sent to the other world one time. I don't want my face all over there. If your story goes too viral, I don't want people digging into my past, and I don't want to give explanations.
Too late for that now, lady.
To the GI of the team about where I go and who I'm with in Miami.
GI is General Investigator, I believe.
It was only you who Who knew? So
She told Val about her sugar daddy. I feel like she's trying to save
Or general info. Sorry. How about that?
face, but
man, I don't know.
you can't go back on it now, Wade.
It's so fucking stressful.
I just like the military woman though told you the same thing.
Well, they were assuming, but we never got anything
Can't go
definitive,
back
right?
on it now. She
They're
cold with
telling
it.
us to be
Get it.
smart, though. I mean, dude.
Don't doubt yourself. Don't fucking doubt yourself. Can you not feel too that she was trying to push you away from me?
Yeah, but does that mean she's this criminal psychologist girl or not? You know, I don't know, man.
Are you feeling guilty over the message she sent you?
She's like a goddamn therapist right now, bro.
And she's very persistent. She's like a pit bull with it. She just won't stop.
We got to remember, bro, this is her con. She's got to lead and turn him and direct
Oh,
him.
yeah, the con is on. Yeah, you right.
So anytime something may arise that may interrupt her
Fuck
course
with her
of action,
characteristics or her character, if you will.
well, her
Yeah,
plan
she
of
ain't
action,
having it.
really her plan of action, really.
Mm.
Because, I mean, altogether, if she loses weight, she's, you know, she
Well, you
can
gotta act to take action. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, so I don't know. She's trying to get him back. It's almost like the hypnotization is not really affecting him the way it once was.
I don't know. I'm just trying to understand. I mean, I do feel a little guilty with the message. I mean, you know, she said she's used to be bitching, like people had like running her as prostitution in these other countries. I mean, that's real.
Yo, hold
I mean,
up. I just want to point
I'm not
out,
saying.
right? When you look at this picture right here, right? He has no, he doesn't look angry. He doesn't look remorseful. He doesn't look upset. Obviously, we touched on the fact that he looks like a lost boy. But as far as like, he has no, nothing on his face, no characteristics that could describe his past, if you will. Like, there's no wrinkles in his forehead to show like certain things. I don't want to get into too in depth, but there's no trophies, there's no dimples, there's no nothing. So usually you see this in sociopaths and psychopaths. Like if you think of the movie American Psycho, just expressionless. You know what I mean? Just emotionless and expressionless. Other than looking at him and seeing a lost boy. Excuse me. But looking at his face right there, it's just expressionless, and it shows years and years of lack of emotion.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm saying that shit happens, you know. I mean, maybe she was, man. And then she told me when I called her too, she was like telling me all this shit and stuff, man. And it's like she was telling me, she was like, and I would have fucked that lawyer for you, only for you, like if I had to, like this and that. I'm like, fuck, man. Shit.
Well, we can't go back on this now, right?
Yo, hold up, my guy. My bad, but we can't just breeze over that. They would have did what to the what? To the lawyer?
Yeah, I don't remember hearing
You
any
heard
of
that, bro?
This
Yo,
dude be lying, bro.
yeah, they definitely. He stays lying. You know what I'm saying?
He
If he's
lies a lot,
talking,
man.
he's lying, right? But
I mean,
yeah, what they saying is crazy. That's wilding right there.
It's a crazy mixture of how he's able to, intertwine reality with fucking bullshit.
The balance tricks are real.
There's a lot of room for him to like fill with whatever he wants because he can do that.
A lot of filler, a lot of bullshit, right?
Yeah, he is playing one hell of a game as well, man. Just want to say this shit is toxic in all forms and fashions.
More than one person. I think it's very strange that more than one person told you that she's catfishing you. Talk to me.
Come back to me. Come, Wade.
Yeah. Stay with me,
Over
bro.
here. Stay with me.
That's what I'm saying is.
You need.
What do I need?
You got to block them at this point. Unless you want to try to bring them back on the team here, Wade, and that's what your goal is going to be. Then you have to block them. They're going to keep trying to guilt trip you.
So, hold on. Let me point something out.
Doing the same exact thing.
So she's doing the do you want to get an ice cream or do you want to go to the park? Like the way she's wording it, she's manipulating his answer like he's a child.
Well, she's guilting him as well. She's talking about them guilting him, but she's also
Mm.
guilting him as well.
Yeah, of course, she's pointing out all their shit while she covers up her shit.
That's him or her, man. I don't know. Sounds like a jail phone.
Yo,
Do you think it's weird that two different
worse
people?
than my pit bull.
Oh, that's him. That's him. Breathe. He's stressed right now. He's going through
Yeah,
it
fast.
because he really feels like deep down there's something going on with Jesse, and he doesn't know who.
And you know,
How he's torn is showing, and
yeah.
she's gonna try to reel him back in. Watch.
And what's really driving him crazy, I just want to add, is that he can't control it. He don't really know what's going on, so now he's getting frustrated.
Well, that accent really got him too, man. She was talking all that crazy Harley Quinn shit. She was talking his language, man. She got into his subconscious a little bit.
I thought it was a third. I don't know why I'm thinking a third.
Yeah.
Two different people who don't even know each other told you that she's catfishing.
Yeah.
Do you think it's coincidental?
I mean, you know what Alexandra said on the phone? It's like she's like that's why you're in the position you're in, because you don't fucking let good people in your life. You fucking deal with these fucking pieces of shit. Not you, Jesse. I don't think she, even if she was saying that.
No, I know she was talking about me. Like,
She does.
Trust me.
Well, she does have a good point. Not talking about you though, but in my past I have done that, so that is true. But still, I don't know. I just want to make sure, Jesus Christ. The only thing I feel bad about, I don't give a fuck if she was a prostitute and motherfuckers were selling her. I don't give a fuck about that. That's her fault. She could have did some shit, but you know what? Listen, anyways, she shouldn't have got into that. But you know, I don't feel bad about all that shit, her trauma and shit. Give a fuck. But
you just want to make sure you're right about it.
I do give a fuck if I'm wrong, man.
Yeah, I understand that. That's fair.
Because I mean, I feel like the girl put in, I don't know about a lot of work, but man, she, whatever, man. And I know one thing, Daniela. I feel like Daniela was working hard. I thought, maybe not.
She was, but I think it's also weird that she screenshotted your conversations and sent them to Val.
See, hold up. He don't want to give up. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to believe shit, and he don't want to give up on us. So this is like a battle right here. She's like basically telling what you should do. This is what you should think because of this. And he's like, but, you know what I mean?
But he's also thinking about the fact that marketing wise and the fact that getting this out there and doing a part of his own plan that he has concocted.
Right. Every piece is important.
Yeah. So it's like his pieces are not, if this is true, the way, Jesse's making it seem, it kind of fucks up his plans too of being marketed and put out there. Because this is the promotional
the market employee, definitely.
Social media squad. So, I could see him being kind of like, damn, this kind of puts me in the dark and it doesn't bring me out to put out light and spread my shit. So I don't know, man.
Maybe she's.
That was no competition, though. If anything, she would have sent her to fucking me or something. You know what I mean? That was happily married, and she makes it very clear.
Val.
And then on top of it, remember Brooke's friend too, based off of the name and address, they pulled up that it came back to that criminal psychologist.
And this is where he gets confused because Jesse's saying one thing and she's saying she's not a criminal psychologist.
And if I'm not mistaken, we've actually covered a phone call where he basically approached her about that whole situation and confronted her about that, saying, "I know who you are. Do I get the right person or am I mistaken?"
Yeah. He was getting a little
No, that was Dawn though, but
that was Dawn, a
confront,
conversation with Dawn, but that's where he got the name Alexander from Dawn.
Yeah, because he called Alexander after that.
It was Alexandria. You're right. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
Ronnie's right, bro. Ronnie's right.
No, you good. I think you're right too. I think he got the name from Dawn.
No, he because that was the private chat. So he got
Alexandria. First she was saying something with an A, Amanda, Alyssa, and then eventually
Dawn was an extra wrench in this bullshit too, and this is what's making him really go crazy because there's so
Dawn
many
started
things.
a sex cult.
Whoa, jeez.
She did. And a suicide cult on Snapchat. The Snapchat Wade Wilson suicide cult starring Dawn and Wade Wilson. No, I swear to God, bro. That's
people
what, dude. I've heard this.
Listen, people.
I've been
if
sent
you're
messages.
Listening, seek help. Seek mental help. You need help.
All right, let's get
Dawn
back
needs
into this.
help.
Whoa.
Right, that's a great point. Yeah, absolutely.
They posted a picture and they said this address is associated with this woman. And if you look at her bio, it talks about how she knows Romanian.
No.
Yeah, on her bio page it says Romanian. So she knows British and Romanian or whatever. Like she's like, I don't know. She went to school in Britain. I know.
She knows British and Romanian. How do you know British?
Yo, we were trying to nail that accent because it was all over the place.
Well, I don't know, bro. Jesse is throwing extra shit in here to fuck with Wade.
Yo,
All
Jessie,
this,
yeah, she's good with the distractions.
All this right here is a soup of whatever it is that she's trying to make, and she's trying to force feed this shit to him.
Yeah,
say,
fact.
You're gonna be okay. Don't worry. But
as long as you do this, that, my way.
She speaks British. British is not even like a real it's technically it's English.
Right. That's what I was thinking. The same thing. Unless you're gonna go deep into some Celtic stuff or like,
not even,
you know what I mean?
Not even.
Or Gaelic. That's different if you're going to Scotland or Ireland. But in England, it's like you speak English. In Britain, in England, come on.
Yeah, fucking Brits, get them out.
How does somebody speak British? I thought that's like English, isn't it?
It is. I'm sorry. My brain's all over right now. I'm trying to like.
Oh, you were just making me think for a second. I'm like, wait a second.
No, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
I'm English.
But like I said, that person.
But hold up, just to add right to the confusion, you can have an English accent, like or a British accent that's real heavy, and then maybe a Romanian one. That's why maybe it was confusing. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see the two overlapping. If you're in that kind of, if you're from Romania, you have the accent already, and then you're in England,
right.
Picking up the slang and all that shit, and you're trying to keep your identity, but it comes in and out. I can see that. But there was something else. There was like fucking Jersey in there somewhere.
There's a law here, bro. Whenever there's the Jesse call, like we've been saying from the jump, with Jesse it get messy. We seen it play out right here.
Yeah, the chick we heard there was some Jersey or something or northeastern shit in her accent.
Yeah, Jesse's like the northeastern storm.
Yeah.
The background check said that the name and address pulled up that person.
Nor'easter.
I mean, I'm not going to say there's a chance that we're not wrong, right? I think unless we have like an actual person who can pull up a background check, and that's why I need to check so I can find one. But I just think it's weirdly coincidental here, Wade. I think it's weirdly coincidental. Dawn comes at you. This military woman who we don't even know mentions it. And then the third one that this detective that's through Brooke's friend, said that he pulled up the name and address to that person. And then on her page that they sent me, it shows that she knows Romanian. Do you like have feelings for her? Is that why you're like, you can just be honest with me. Did you love her?
Probably.
Like,
Yo,
is that why you're doubting this?
She's thinking he's sad. He's confused as fuck. He don't know what's going on right now, lady. Come on.
But this is her cover as well. This is the show that it's nothing with the intent of
right. Oh yeah. The best intentions. Like we know some of the worst shit in the world is done with the best intentions.
Dumbly blind love intentions. That's the way she's making it seem. It's a cover up to make it a lot harder for him to see that, there's other shit going on. So it kind of throws it off.
Right.
I don't know what no.
Holy Jesse. Jesus Christ. No.
I'm just trying to figure out, my love. I'm just trying to figure out.
I think, Jesus. Hold on.
I'm going to transfer my earbud. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, I'm ready for my voice to be fucking back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready for my voice to be back, man. I need to. You saw that Valerie accepted you or created an account?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, very good. I'm so glad that you did. That's awesome. That's awesome. I've seen it.
Yeah. She's like, should I create an account? And I go ahead and go, you're the only one who can text him now.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, God. What are you thinking about, baby? What's in your brain? What are you doing?
Not gonna lie, when he was just speaking like that, bro, he gave me like his foster father's vibes, like his adopted father's vibes. That's where I was feeling like he was getting all that aura from. It's just me though. I could be bugging.
I mean, we found out, I mean, who this Troy guy is, right? I mean, that's no mistake. Cannot be.
Yeah, and he's logging in from Miami. It's not through a VPN.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Because everything else for Val, Alexandra, and Daniela were all showing up through VPN, and then all of a sudden there's this Miami IP address that's not through VPN.
And it goes to that exact address, and this guy's a criminal.
And it goes to that exact address, and I've literally looked on several different sites to confirm that it's that. I literally did, I think, 4 different IP address sites because I wanted to be sure. You gonna call me back?
Yeah.
I love you, baby. I hope you know that more than anything.
Oh man, we were wrong.
I didn't love Alexandria. What the what the
Yo, Jesse's a whole. This is like an emotional roller coaster.
For her, you know what I mean?
I just have a good heart.
You can't even.
Doesn't mean I love her though. I feel like.
Yeah.
Listen,
Did he just say he had a good heart? Oh, dude, fuck this dude. Oh my god, this guy's a trip. This dude just said he had a good heart. What a fuckboy.
Think somebody does right by me, you know what I'm saying? I have a good heart for that person. So then,
oh, there you go, plug it. Come with a cost. You got to do right by him.
to cut.
Thank you for using GTL.
You're muted, DBS.
Yeah, because he would be going off right now. Because it's
I was
exactly
going
what she
off.
be
I was
trying to
going
do.
I
off.
That's
knew
exactly
it.
what she
I
be
knew it.
trying
I
to
knew
do.
it.
Yeah, get this shit
Bro,
off.
It's a piece of shit, bro. Are you serious? I was so glad the GTL lady cut this fucker off, bro. Call 2. She's trying to quit Trip.
Yo, Trip, this is the same thing you've been saying, bro. She
Yeah.
you know, what you just said she's doing, she's saying someone else is doing. This is crazy.
Yep, nah, she thinks she's got this shit figured out, man.
Yeah, this is Prime Jesse, y'all. Prime Jesse, 2024
Alexandra
August.
said, I'm just texting her a little bit
She's
right
a
now.
different
Just
Jesse now, though.
She said, I have no fucking LinkedIn. I'm jobless. Like, I'm not the only Alexander in Romania. What
I was
my
waiting for
address
DBS
is?
to say something on it.
It's where my parents live, dude. That's what she said.
Okay.
So
Like I said,
who are her parents other than? I mean, what? Maybe.
I don't know. And she's also born in '89, so she's 35 and she's living with her parents. I mean, it's possible. I get it.
Fuck, maybe it is possible. Well, how the fuck is she traveling then?
Exactly. Why are you doing all this traveling then if you're that broke and you don't have a job? Why wouldn't you be like saving your money or some shit or doing something different with it? And then she's also donated over $1,000 to you. So like, doesn't make sense to me. But and remember, babe, you've had 2 different people who don't even know each other who have told you that she's catfishing you.
So this is what she said too. Yes, please, no more games. Now Dawn is saying sorry to me. What the fuck? I told her it is not her fault. It is yours for trusting people. For trusting whatever people come up and say. I live in a poor country that I even need a visa to go to USA. And you are speaking to me about don't know what. I come from a poor country and from a poor family. And the only reason I have money now is because I'm pretty.
I feel like she's guilt tripping you. I feel like you should just block her at this point, but it's your choice.
Yo,
I feel like she's
Jesse
trying to
Cole
trip
with
you.
it.
If she's this
Jesse
poor, then why is she
Cole.
doing all this traveling and spending all this money like that? And also, didn't she say she had to get away from her family? Didn't she say she had to leave her family?
No, leave her captors.
Okay, sorry.
Leave her captors. Like, leave the guy.
It's the same conversation she's had with multiple wives.
I
Right.
think she's trying to get
And listen, you
but
can
that's my
say a
opinion.
lot
And again, that's just me.
about
That's just
Jesse,
me. Brooke said to remember how smart she really is.
but you can't call her stupid.
Girls they know how to manipulate to get what they want.
Pretty girls, like a criminal psychologist, or just a pretty girl?
The girl that we thought Alexandra was. She's a pretty girl.
Okay, but that's not even her. So what is Brooke saying?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, she's portraying a pretty girl. You know what I mean? She's portraying a pretty girl.
So really, we need to be focusing more about the criminal psychology side about her, not her being
Yeah,
a girl.
hold on one second, right?
Hold on. I'm
If
coming.
you're looking at the right girl, because you said
You
she
can
was
call
pretty.
Jesse a lot of things. You can't call her stupid, bro. And when she says a statement like that rather than a question, it's harder for him to deny it. You know what I mean? Like she knows what she's doing here.
She is definitely smarter than Wade Wilson. She's got him, that's why we're about to see how this is going to unfold. Not just this call, but just in general to why they're not together no more.
Well, I was noticing when she was, talking to him, I was thinking about what you said earlier, Ronnie, about you want ice cream or do you want to go to the park type shit.
Yeah, the
And
way you word it type shit.
yeah, and she seems like she's very good at keeping him focused or contained um, on what it is that she's trying to get him to do and think a certain kind of way. It's like
Right.
she
And
knows
that's
how
some
to
shit.
deal with his mentality in a
And
sense.
that's some shit you see. That's the kind of strategy I see watching this CIA agent doing a podcast, and he speaks about strategies like that, and that made it most relatable, right? And that's immediately what I thought of, because it's the same kind of tactics they use on you that he's trying to use in his favor now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she's not ugly, girl. Like criminal psychologist, but I don't think she's that pretty. She's not. But you're either going to block her or you're going to bring her back into your life. So I just think it's weird again. I just think it's coincidental that we trace the name and the address to the criminal psychologist, that you had a woman with 23 years of military experience come and tell you that she is not who she's saying she is. And then Dawn on top of it, another person who nobody knows each other.
She's running down the pedigree and the fucking resume of these people
Oh, she's
that's
giving
giving her the
game, yeah.
information. Yeah,
She's giving them step by step booklet, like do it like this.
No one
Yeah,
talks
not
to each
just
other.
Kellywood and I was in military. There's somebody else in the military too.
This is the first time I'm hearing that.
Yeah, because Kelly and I got the idea from that person. So that's what I'm going by what Stormy said, or whatever, Pigeon.
Said that Alexandria is not who she said she is. I'm not saying we can trust Dawn. I don't know Dawn. I haven't personally talked to her. We also know, though, that there was a separate WhatsApp chat going on.
There you go. That's the. Oh my God! They just
That's the
confirmed the
secret.
sex
Yeah,
cult.
yeah. Yeah, the secret.
Oh my
Yo,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
God!
whoa, whoa, whoa,
yo,
whoa.
hey,
Whoa,
yo.
whoa,
What do you
whoa,
mean, Plum?
whoa!
What do you mean,
Rewind back.
Plum?
Rewind back.
No,
Okay. So first they were messaging each other just on regular text messages. Then they wanted to do on Snapchat because Snapchat the messages disappear. And what at first it was just for having sex. It was a sex cult. They wanted to have a big orgy when if Wade would ever get home, they would all have an orgy together, right?
whoa.
Then it turned to where they knew he got found guilty, and they said on his execution day that they're all gonna kill each other, they're gonna kill they're
That's
unalive each other.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yo, and just for the record, like I said last time we spoke about that, you think Snapchat, it might disappear, but it don't disappear forever. I just seen like the first ever Snapchat Rico. A whole gang got taken down out here for doing all kinds of shit in Massachusetts and all of New England. The whole North Shore, they saying it was some kingpin shit, and the whole thing was taken down through Snapchats, old Snapchats.
Unforgiven was using some app too, bro. Some random ass app, and they got them like
Crazy.
that.
Allegedly. This is crazy.
Allegedly, yeah.
This one's fresh, but crazy.
wild.
Right?
Is that what she said? Is that what Valerie
No,
said?
Valerie. Yeah, Valerie said, well, she said she's very smart. She knows how to, what'd she say? Sorry, she's like her morning sometimes. She said, well, she's a smart girl. Makes sense. She'll know how to guilt trip him.
Yo, hold on. You see that?
What?
So she's been saying continuously throughout this whole call that they're trying to guilt trip you. They're trying to guilt trip you. They're trying to guilt trip you. Now she's using other people as confirmation. Like, look, what I said was true type shit. You know what I mean? Yo,
No, yeah,
the mental mind games are crazy with her.
that's what she
They
was talking.
were, respectfully. You know what I mean? It was crazy.
That's what she was talking about earlier when she was giving the resumes and the pedigree on running people down. Is telling him that he should believe what they're saying by
Right.
giving him their background and credentials.
And move accordingly too. Do this like this, do this like that. It's a control issue too. I see a lot of control freaks out
It's
here.
just
Like,
a part of the manipulation. Is only so
yes.
much to choose from. That's all it is.
What made you, I guess it's just for me to know, what makes you believe in what she's saying? Just so I know, I guess, just because clearly, like, you've gotten to know her. So what's making you hold on now?
Now at this point the only thing would be that she, or I thought that she has helped me for the period of time, and I feel like if I'm wrong about that, then I would be a really big piece of shit to just grab her and throw her in the trash can after she has helped me. If we're right, then it's obviously
You
no
were
big
able
deal.
to do
But
that
if
with a
I'm
lot of other
wrong, then
people,
I'm
though,
like,
Wade.
wow, I just fucking some girl that like helped me. I don't have any like feelings for her. Really, if she helped me though and shit like that, and just to kick somebody out like that, I mean that's for doing nothing wrong. If it is true that she did nothing, I mean that would really not be cool. Like I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, I understand that. I also want to remind you that she was doing the least amount of work out of the group. Daniela, I would feel a little bit more bad about. I don't know Daniela. She was probably doing more, I would say. But Alexandria was doing the bare ass minimum. And everybody could fucking tell. She gives a lot of fucking opinions. She does barely any work.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
She's more focused. She's more focused on letting us know that you guys call each other babe and posting comments that women are posting online because she's salty over them. Danielle is the only one, if anything, that would feel bad, but unfortunately it's based off association at this point.
Jesse wants all business. Wade wants to, he wants multiple wives. They're not on the same wavelength.
Yeah, you heard what he just said, right? You right, and that's all she was trying to hear. She just got to getting on right after, right? That was like added fuel to the fire. She just went off after that. She just getting started. She'll ease off the gas a little bit now that he said, okay, you're right, but she's gonna prove her point. Believe that.
Yeah,
Daniela was doing a lot.
Sometimes you just have to cut the lid. You know what I'm saying? Danielle might be doing a lot, but she's too close with this person. We can't keep her.
Like I said, Daniela was doing a lot of work. I will admit that. Valerie's doing a lot. But again, Alexandra was doing fucking bare ass minimum. She was just kind of fucking floating. I don't think keeping her on your messages is going to help with your thought process right now. Dawn may be infatuated with you, but why would she come out and tell you this if she didn't know it, right?
Well, right. People were telling Dawn that the girl's a catfish, you know what I'm saying, because Dawn runs the group, you know what I'm saying? So they were letting her know, you know what I'm saying? She reached out to me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's false. I don't know, man, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if it's multiple people reaching out to her about it, then that's even more reason to believe it.
Yeah, you're right. Isn't it?
If it's not like one person reached out to Dawn or nobody reached out to Dawn, she told you more than one person had reached out to her. You said, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then again, on top of it, the detective friend from Brooks traced the name and the address to the criminal psychologist, the military woman, 23 years of experience.
Can you do me a favor?
This is what I was talking about. She's running down the resume, trying to convince him and reassure him that what he's hearing by all the people that he knows with the experience, on his side in the best interest for him, and it coincides with what it is she's saying.
Well, again, he just said, she's right. So right now she's on cruise control. You know what I mean?
No, she is. She's trying to keep it together, man. She's trying to tighten them straps, and it's just it's not working out. They're a little hard to put down, man.
Please, so.
Yeah.
Could you look online and see in Romania her address, and could you just see if can you just see like what the value of that home is?
Give me 1 second. Yeah. Do you have the address?
Kind of redirected him into scamming, jamming, fucking Wade Wilson.
Like remember the whole white Jeep situation, I think it was one of the Germans, but he was always on the phone with them, like letting them know, like I know where you're at, like bringing up the white Jeep with a black. What was it? A black Audi or something.
He's trying to find a way to have his cake and eat it too, because he's trying to present the fact that she might have some money. I'll be able to G her up and get her whatever.
Yeah. Or some people are gonna look at it like this borderlines manipulation to intimidation. Like when he starts running down, I know where you live, what you drive, type shit. Some people are gonna take that a different way.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's like street.
Okay.
Romania. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up right now on the street. It's like an apartment complex. Like a type of apartment. Let me look if I can get the value. It's not a house.
Maybe that's how it is over in Romania. Maybe people have more like house apartments and shit. Maybe it's not the
Yeah,
same
it might be.
here. More like homes for them. Let's find out.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. So I was trying to figure out what the apartment complex is. 1 second, sorry. Sing to me, baby.
Baby, what are you doing over there?
I'm trying to look it up, but it's hard to look up house values in a different country.
Well, shit.
I'm trying, baby. Don't worry. Wait a second. Yeah, I'm having a difficult time finding out the house value. Not too friendly.
What do you think it's worth?
I don't know what Romanian to dollars is. That's the issue. Hold on.
All right. Well, that's okay. Did you see pictures of it?
Yeah.
And?
I mean, it doesn't look super, like it's nice. But then again, I don't know what other places in Romania look like, right? Nothing around it looks nice, but there's a lot of apartments, so you're right on that. It looks like a lot of people live in apartment style. There's a
She's
lot of
hating on
businesses there.
Romania. Not no out there looks nice. Listen, some places out there look real historical and beautiful. It just depends on your perspective, I guess, your perception.
Well, she's trying to make sure that he doesn't like fucking Romania either. So
You don't want to like it too much and run off and over there and try to, you know what I mean, like on some Andrew Tate shit. Like she's thinking all kinds of shit. You could imagine.
She's just setting a frequency for him to jump on. That's all it is.
Yeah, facts.
Around it. They're doing construction. So it looks like it's an area that they're maybe working on being more up and coming. But the buildings look the same. It looks like more or less everywhere. It kind of just looks like not super great because it's Romania, I think. Looking to see if I can find something else here. There's some nice restaurants around it, I'll tell you that. Expensive restaurants.
All right. I think that's probably dead. And they don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby.
If you haven't found anything yet,
yeah. Oh, hold on. I might have found a name. Hold on. Let me look and see if this is what it's called.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Adam.
What you got?
There's a couple names. It's just they're all in fucking Romanian, so I'm trying to figure out what this is called, this place. So I can find out the place. It's on the side of the building. You want to call me back?
Thank you for using GTL.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next ones.
Yeah.
As always, you already know. Shout out to phone calls from prison.
Salute. But yeah, man, that was a wild one. The wicked world of Wade Wilson. The saga continues, man. YouTube streets.
Yeah. Let's go, man.
It's cost fingers, baby.
Yeah. Fuck your get back game. We gon' take your ass so far out you can't get back, gang. Yeah, I heard your ass part of shit bag gang. I'm gon' slap your bitch ass and I'm gonna slap your bitch ass, man. Unforgiven, took that rank, you had like many shanks. But you ain't did a thing, I never seen you stab a thing. Yo, Jesus grabbed the wheel, I'm really about to hog the lane. I know the devil's in the woman, yeah, they all the same. I bring in music to true crime, I'm in the Hall of Fame. She walking loose, round that road, she's on that walk of shame. They never gave a fuck about the victims, they all the same. The white tin cell, I'm crashing out like training day. I swear these wise men, they all drink
bum pussy. He want dick all day. They gonna run a train on way. That boy is really gay for staying. He ain't never gonna change. He want the money and the fame. He don't want y'all. He don't want y'all. Yeah, we seen those call logs. Small dick, small balls. He be talking to the wall. He be talking to the wall. He be sucking possum all that long and now we got locked jaw. Yeah, Wade likes that pussy. No pussy, brown cookie. What he wants, yeah, he looking. Yeah, he take it, yeah, he took it. Joe Katz was a victim, yeah, he snitched. And they booked him laying down, Wade's dick in his mouth. And he shook it. Chewing on that shit like bubble gum. He said that shit was mushy, ew. Vivian wants to be number one, but she get number two. And the dude that kills Wade Wilson, he'll be on the news. Do that shit if you got life in prison, you ain't got shit to lose. Baby mama, everyone done hit it. Dennis and Menace, your ass be finished. No hands, that bitch be gifted. Chris Angel, I leave you lifted. On the walls, just like the whip it. Get her a wig, she gon' flip it. Pull out your dick, she gon' lick it. That's your bitch, wave, get it. Get your ass a napkin, wipe your brown mouth. Draco on deck, but I'd rather hit you with this roundhouse. Shawn Michaels type shit. They don't ever wipe shit. That's the way Wade likes it. Ew. I do it for God and the fam. My homie Travis lost his hand. He could've died from that sand. Where I'm from, a lot of people, they don't make it out of that land. Is she a woman or man? She got me so confused, this ain't part of God's plan. I'm speaking that Draco out of the ride, I'm killing the demons. The devil, I'm zipping them up, I know that hater been scheming. Keep it on my waist, I leave it to faith, you gonna be leaving soon. And shout out to God, I wouldn't even have a chance to be speaking to you. Let's talk about some way shit. I know some bitches that wanna get a hold of a way, why make their face change? Ain't gon' leave they facelift. I try to talk them out of it, but there ain't no convincing. I ain't gon' be there when it happen, there ain't gon' be no witness. Whoa, 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 way down. Put them down.